Hello everyone. Hi, welcome to English grammar class with Miss Anne. Today we are learning about verb phrase. I know again with the verbs, I know. But like I said, we are majorly focusing on verbs and types of verbs. Okay, we know what a verb is. A verb is an action word. We've learned about regular and irregular verb. We've learned about reporting verbs. We've learned about linking verbs, and today we are talking about verb phrase. So we are still focused on verb. Okay, so verb is our friend for this session. Now, we're going to learn what a verb phrase is. We're going to learn how to identify verb phrases. We're going to learn the different types of verb phrases that we have, and we're going to learn about what those verb phrases do, what makes them different from one another. And I believe that at the end of all of this, we should learn how to use verb phrases correctly. So let's begin. What is a verb phrase? A verb phrase is a group of words that tells us what someone or something is doing. A verb phrase is a group of words that tells us what someone or something is doing. Please hold on, take note, do not get it confused with a verb. A verb is simply a word that tells us what someone is doing. Okay, just one word that tells us what somebody is doing. For example, Miss Anne is talking. So talking is just a word that is telling you what am I doing? I am talking. So that is a verb. But verb phrase is a group of words. You know, group means different people. So different words coming together to tell us what one person is doing or what something is doing. So you have a team of words working together to show an action. If you look at the picture that is here closely, you can see three people, they are a team. Okay, so they are working together to climb that hill. Support. So all of them they have one goal. And what is the goal? They want to do the same thing, which is to do what? Climb the hill. But they are working together by holding each other's hand, pulling each other up to do what? Achieve climbing the hill. So that is what a verb phrase does. So it's a team of words working together to show an action. So one word here, another word here, all to just show a singular action. Now, we are going to be looking at three types of verb phrases. Verb phrase number one is what you call action verb phrases. Verb phrase number two, helping verb phrases. Verb phrase number three, modal verb phrases. So action verb phrases, helping verb phrases, and modal verb phrases. Those are three types of verb phrases we're going to be looking at. So let's start with the first one, which is action verb phrases. What are action verb phrases? Now, these are phrases that tells us what someone or something is doing. It's simply your action verb. Action verb phrases is simply action verb. Okay, these are phrases that tell us what someone or something is doing. Like the example I gave you earlier on, Miss Anne is talking. That is an action verb phrase. So it's telling you what I'm doing. Another example, I am running. She is dancing. Then you can see a couple of pictures here of somebody running, somebody dancing, somebody jumping, another person catching a ball. So these are all words, action verb, just your normal verbs, actions. That's what action verb is all about. So what somebody is doing or what something is doing. Now let's move on to helping verb phrases. What are helping verb phrases? First, let's talk about helping verbs. What are helping verbs? Helping verbs are verbs that assist the main verb in conveying the intended meaning or the intended message. So helping verbs is in the name helping, they just assist the main verbs. And what are main verbs? Main verbs are what we just spoke about, action verbs. Dancing, eating, singing, running, jumping, playing. Those are main verbs. So helping verbs, they just assist, they support those main verbs to convey an intended meaning or an intended message. So now what are helping verb phrases? So helping verb phrases are phrases that use helping verbs like is, am, are, be, and been, and so on to help the main verb. For example, she is singing. She is a subject. Remember that subject is who we are talking about. Who are we talking about? We're talking about she. And what is she doing? She is singing. Singing there is your main verb, okay? Like we said, singing, dancing, running, jumping, playing. So singing is your main verb. Is helping. Is trying to help us understand. You know, we can say she was singing, but she's still singing, okay? It's not that she's not singing, she's still singing. So is there is your helping verb. So she is singing. So it is supporting the main verb singing. Now let's move to modal verb phrases. Now these are phrases that use modal verbs like can, could, may, might, will, would, shall, should to show possibility, ability, or permission. Possibility is something that is likely to happen. Okay? Ability is what you can do, and permission you are making a request. Can I do this? Would you allow me to do this? So possibility, she may go to the park. So she's not sure yet, but it's likely to happen that she might go to the park. So she may go to the park. There's a possibility. I can ride a bike. It's something that I can do. Okay, so that is an ability. Permission. May I sit down? May I go out? May I go out to play? That is, you are asking. You want somebody to allow you to do something. So that is your permission. So example, I can ride a bike, and you can see the picture of somebody riding a bike. So that is ability. Then she may go to the park. She's not sure yet. There's a possibility that she might go to the park. So that is under what? Possibility. So modal verb simply talks about possibility, ability, or permission, and it makes use of modal verbs like can and could, may and might, will and would, shall and should. Now, how do we identify verb phrases? So now we know what a verb phrase is. That a verb phrase is a group of words that work together to do what? Show an action. A team of words coming together to show an action. And we've learned three types of verb phrases: action verb phrases, helping verb phrases, and modal verb phrases. Now, how do we identify verb phrases? The first thing we need to do is to look for the main verbs. And what are main verbs? Your everyday verbs, everyday actions like singing, brushing, sleeping, writing, drawing, playing, running. Okay, so look for those main verbs in sentences. Then check for helping verbs. Example of helping verb like she is running, I am dancing, he was sleeping. So those are your words, helping verbs. They're always attached right beside your main verb, supporting. Okay, so there are most times in the middle of your subject. Subject is the person that is doing something. So most times you find your helping verb in the middle of the subject and the main verb. And then you can identify modal verbs. Remember that modal verbs are words. Verbs that talk about ability, what you can do, possibility, what you're likely to do, and permission, what you want someone to allow you to do. So we've learned what the verb phrase is, types of verb phrases, and how to identify verb phrases. So I'm confident now that you can answer these questions, yeah, easily. So let's look at the first one. It says, read the following sentences and identify the types of verb. Now, they are playing soccer in the field. They are playing soccer in the field. What kind of verb do you think this is? An action verb, helping verb, or a modal verb? Correct. It's an action verb because they are doing something. What are they doing? They are playing soccer. So they are dancing to the music. What kind of verb do you think this is? Correct. It's an action verb also. What are they doing? They are dancing to the music. So it's showing an action. Now, he may travel tomorrow. He may travel tomorrow. What kind of verb do you think this is? Action, helping, or modal? Beautiful. It is a helping, no, it's a modal verb. It's a modal verb because it's showing what possibility. He's not sure. He might choose to travel tomorrow or he might change his mind and travel today. So it's a possibility. So that is modal verb. Now they will finish their homework tonight. They will finish their homework tonight. Correct. That is a modal verb because you can see the word will. So they will finish their homework tonight. He has eaten breakfast already. He has eaten breakfast already. What kind of verb do you think this is? I'm not going to answer this because we've worked on first together. So try out this last one yourself. And with that, we have come to the end of today's class on words, verb phrases. So thank you for listening. I look forward to seeing you in the next class. Bye.